seriously now. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're an existing subscriber, then thank you so much for coming back and for your continued love and support. If you're a new subscriber, then welcome. I hope that you will enjoy this platform, and please do catch up on all the other videos that you've missed out on. Today I am with my mom. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I posted her the other day. She did a Nivea campaign with me and she did absolutely amazing. She was so nervous, but I think she killed it. So yeah, if you've been showing her some love on that video, then great stuff. So guys, today's video, I'm basically going to be asking my mom a few questions relating to her giving birth to me and me being her daughter. It's more of me asking her a few questions that some of them I've never really asked her, so I'm really interested to hear her experience. Some she's briefly spoken to me about, but yeah, today is basically like a tell-all relating to my birth and yeah, her journey with motherhood. The first question, maybe say hi.
Hi everyone. Thank you for following my daughter.
Okay, so how old were you when you fell pregnant with me, and was it planned?
Ooh. Why you didn't tell me about this question?
I'm telling you now.
I was 16 years old when I conceived you, and I gave birth to you when I was 17.
Was it planned?
Not at all.
Okay, so what happened? Why were you pregnant at such a young age?
A boy tricked me. They told me they were just going to a little bit. And I was still a virgin. I mean, I've never been with any boy. He was my first. I was in matric, of course, with elder friends that convinced me that I won't regret it. It's nice. Yeah, and then things happened.
So how did you find out that you were pregnant, and what was your reaction?
Ooh. I wasn't sure what was going on with my body. My breast was just growing bigger and bigger and bigger, but my stomach was so flat. And yeah, I stopped going on my periods. I was still young. I didn't understand.
Did you think that you were pregnant?
Yeah, it crossed my mind, because I know if you have sex, you could fall pregnant. So it crossed my mind, but I think I was in denial.
At what point then did you realize that this is actually what it is and I have to face the consequences?
I actually found out when I met your daddy, Teddy. Because I shared my fears with him. I told him that, hey, this is what I did.
Backstory, by the way. My mom fell pregnant. She was in varsity. She was in high school when she conceived me, but in varsity when she gave birth already. Né? And so she met my dad. So at that time, well, growing up, I thought it's my dad, but it was actually my stepdad. I only found out later in life that he wasn't my biological father, because my biological father wasn't present, né?
Yes.
And then my stepdad, who is actually my dad, said he would raise me. But yeah, you were saying you found out you were pregnant.
When I raised my fears to him, and he said to me, let me take you to the doctor. He took me to the doctor. It was confirmed. Then he said, I love you. I'm gonna marry you. I know we're still young and we are still in tertiary, but please keep quiet. Don't tell anyone that I'm not the father. I am the father from now on of this child. I will take care of you, and I promise to marry you, and this is my child.
That's actually nice. Not a lot of men can actually, I think, raise another man knowing that another man's child, knowing that it's not their own child. But yeah, bless
Blessing.
So how did you break the news to your mom, or how did she find out? Your mom being my grandmother, of course.
I was home for the holidays, the recess, March recess. And my mother saw my breast and she was like, why is your breast so big? And I started crying because I already knew the truth. I started crying. I acted like I didn't know what was happening. She was like, "Are you not pregnant?" And I just looked at her and cried more. She was like, "Stupid girl, how far are you?" And I didn't know anything. She was like, "I'm taking you to the doctor right now." And then that's how my mother found out.
How was that doctor's experience?
It was frightening, honestly. It was really nerve-wracking. But my mother found out and asked the doctor, "How long is she?" They told them I was already 6 months. Look, I didn't show at all. I didn't show at all.
I think that's
Even
where I took it
most-
from, because
Yes.
I only started showing when I was 7 months pregnant, 6 months, 7 months. But throughout, like the first 5 months, my stomach was really flat. So I think I get it from you.
And by the time I started showing, I was already about to give birth because you were born on the 8th month. You were premature. And there were rumors at tertiary that I had an abortion because people only started seeing me, Kanti, already I am giving birth, but they were already noticing that there was a change. So yeah.
Do you feel like you felt supported throughout your pregnancy, and was that support important?
Now, look, Papa Teddy was very supportive. He took me to doctors, he took me to checkups, he bought me everything I wanted. He was just a loving and caring man, and I could tell that he was really, really in love with me. And as he has promised that when we finish with our studies, he will marry me, I believed it. Yes, I got a lot of support. I got a lot of support from my grandmother as well, from my mother, my aunts. They thought, "Shame, this child is so young, she doesn't know anything, she must be probably going through a lot." But I was okay. I received so much love. It was beautiful, actually. I wished I had told them even earlier. So yes, they gave me support, and my grandmother told me, "No, don't worry, baby girl. It doesn't start with you, it won't end with you." And my mother said, "And if you think you're not going back to school, forget it. You are going back to school, you are going to get your qualifications."
Okay, I hear that you said you received support, but do you think there was any change in your relationship with your mother? Like, was it strengthened, or did she lose trust in you? Did you feel like you disappointed her and the rest of your family?
Of course she was disappointed, but she loved me nonetheless. She gave me support. I think she just did not want me to stress a lot, because the most important thing to her was my education. She just wanted me to study and be a qualified manager, and I am a business manager, thank God. Because she used to take me to her businesses and she used to teach me business, and she really wanted me to be an entrepreneur like her. So she did quite well. But unfortunately it was not for long, because my mother had a stroke just a year after I gave birth.
I don't have like any memories with my grandmother being well. Like, ever since I was born, my grandmother has had a stroke, but fortunately she's still with us. She's still alive, and we have a really, really great relationship with her. She's obviously not fully well, but she's come a long way.
And she's my mother's favorite.
Obviously.
When she sees her and Zem and AJ, she screams like, "Ah!"
She has come a long way. What was that like? What was it like having a mom who got a stroke literally
Traumatic.
after you gave birth? Because after giving birth, I remember the support that you gave me after I gave birth, and the support I still have from you till this day. Like, I cannot even quantify how much you do for me, how much you do for my family, how much you do for AJ. So what was it like not having that support from your mother? Because she obviously fell sick. She got a stroke, she fell sick, she wasn't able to fully be there with you and help to raise me. How was that experience?
That was terrible. That's one of the traumas that I've experienced in life, actually. Even up to this day, I still wonder what life would be like if my mother was still okay, like healthy and well, because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it also because they the news did not come well to me. They waited for me to finish my first year of tertiary, and I kept calling home and asking to speak to my mother. They would refuse and tell me she's busy, but I knew she was a busy woman because she was into a lot of businesses. And I thought, maybe she's busy. They said, no, study, finish, you come see her in December. And they kept stalling to tell me. They didn't want to say anything, and I started becoming confused. So my grandmother came with her friends to Durban to fetch me.
So I was already living with my great-grandmother at this point?
Yes, because they took you immediately after birth. You were a healthy child, so they took you home with them, my mother, my two aunties. When I got home, they explained to me what was happening. And when I saw my mother, I could not believe it. It was the most horrifying experience. She could not even recognize me or any of her children. It was traumatic. Ooh, don't take me back there. But I'm glad she's fine.
You actually never told me this particular story, like, in detail.
Yeah.
But when they explained to you what the issue was, what was it? Were you, like, in your shock? Did you not feel like you needed answers? Did you feel helpless?
I had a bit of anger because I thought, why was she not helped sooner? Why did they not find help for her sooner? Because I know with stroke, if you get help, as soon as it hits you, there are a lot of chances that you can actually recover. But then they waited because also my mother was a public figure. So my grandmother would hide her. She didn't want anyone to know what was happening with her. So that caused a delay. And only when I came back home, they started treatment. At least that helped because her memory came back.
She never really fully recovered.
No, she never really fully recovered.
But by God's grace, she's in a position today where she can communicate with us, she can walk, and yeah, she's very healthy, basically.
Yes.
And
just living with one hand, and she walks. Lovely, she walks. She takes herself everywhere she wants to.
And she's very assertive. She's just like me. Very assertive.
She knows herself.
Knows what she wants. And oh my goodness, my grandmother loves the finest things in life. Like, she will literally complain. You can't just bring her like cheap things. She knows. I think because she's worked so hard in her life, she knows the good things, and that's exact. She never settles for less.
No, she never. My mother never settled for less. She's still the diva. She knows herself. She knows her worth. She still loves herself so much. She gives people like a tough time there at the home age.
Yeah.
She gives them a tough time. They know her.
Okay, next question. What do you remember from the first day you met me? From my birth, my actual birth, and the day that you met me?
It's a funny story, actually. You know what we see in the movies? Where a woman would give birth and the baby would cry. It's like, why is my baby not crying?
Oh really? AJ also didn't cry.
And they were like, tapping your back. Like, no, why is she not crying? I'm like, hey, calm down. Because of the things we see in the movies, I don't know why you were not crying.
AJ didn't cry as well.
I was in panic.
And I was scared as well. I asked them. I was like, I remember I asked them, and the nurse was like, La mama
yeah, I guess it's a pattern.
Did I eventually cry?
Yes, you did, and I was relieved. I actually had a very good, like a very smooth birth. Like,
was
it was natural, no cuts. Nothing. Maybe because I had good people around me. My mother was holding this hand, my aunt was holding this hand. There were doctors all over. Oh wow.
I'm seeing a lot of similarities in our pregnancy journey and our birth that we've actually never spoken about. And then my other question is, on what number are we? We're almost done.
Okay.
how has me becoming a mother changed my relationship with you?
Oh gosh.
And how is your relationship with AJ?
Ooh, I love it for her. I love that you are a mother because wow, even people can notice that our relationship has strengthened so much. Like we are like now sisters. Today when I was having a meeting, someone was telling me that I love your relationship with your daughter. I love how you guys are together. Like wow.
It's changed. We used to fight.
Because she was stubborn, she
No.
didn't have a sense of style.
She's
Style.
lies.
She used to wear those big nigger clothes. I'm glad she's a lady now. Like
No.
I'm really, really impressed with her development, with her growth.
That was the style back then. My mom had an issue with my baggy jeans and my sneakers, and like I used to be a dancer, so obviously I used to wear all these
a
things.
hip hop dancer.
I remember at some point.
Really?
Remember was it varsity in high school when the cat eye was a smoky eye was a thing? I'm a goth. I'm a goth. You
I
actually
saw
had
a different
serious
side of my
issues.
daughter. I was really very concerned because during those years there were rumors of university having satanism activities. So you can't blame the parent. No. I was concerned for her.
Wow,
And
what a
you
wow.
know what?
Besides that, you used to fight with me all the time about anything. Like, everything will become an argument with my mom. You'll just be having a normal conversation. It's a fight.
For everyone who's raising a teenage child knows that this is a problem. Kids are a problem when they get to that age. They are stubborn. You can never instill anything in them. Any good teachings in them, any wisdom, they fight you.
But look how I turned out.
Great. I'm proud of you. Really, very proud of you. I'm actually the teenager now.
My mom is problematic, guys. She is a problem. The other day I asked her to cook maotwana. I left the house. Please cook maotwana. I can't cook these things. Like, I can't cook African food because I don't even like the food. I say to her, just put salt. I said fried an onion, add a bit of salt, add cube stock or cubes and boil it. I came back and she put sweet chili. Camarano guana. I was like, how do you don't really do? I was like, you don't listen.
Trotters.
Who
I
said
don't like
add-
mohodu. I
Who
don't
said
like.
add sweet chili?
Because I tasted the food and it was tasting horrible.
There's no way. Sweet
It's
chili,
like to make
camarano.
I don't know. I don't cook those things. I tell you many times I don't like those things.
But anyways, guys, it's fine. We are.
Where are the Maltanas by the way?
I ate them.
Oh!
I ate them because I was
She
hungry.
ate the sweet
I ate
chili
them because
Maltana.
no, I was desperate. I was hungry, so kidijele.
I once even asked my sister how they are cooked. She told me I got home here. They were a mess.
But
I guess I just don't like them.
I think she doesn't like them. My mom is an amazing cook. She's one of the best cooks. She cooks better than me, by the way. But when it comes to African food, I don't know. Calling the off. Anyway, I think I have one last question or two more questions.
Thank God.
Yes, you actually didn't finish answering. How is your relationship with AJ?
Ooh, I love AJ. And you know what? It makes my heart warm when I hear people say, "You look like AJ" on your comments. And today Mbali said, "When you say hi guys, you sound like AJ." Oh, that makes my heart warm. That makes me so happy. I love AJ with all my heart. AJ is a very playful child, a happy child. And he just likes it when people play with him and run around. And now I am glad I'm still a young grandmother and I can run around with AJ and play with him. And I can see how he loves it. So I just love him. I want to actually stay with AJ. Woo!
Repeated.
I want to stay with AJ. This one.
Shalina
AJ
doesn't
loves
laugh.
being at my house because there's a huge yard. She plays with mud, she plays with sand.
Everyone knows AJ does not visit anyone. AJ will start visiting people when he's maybe 5 or 6 or maybe 7.
No,
Hmm?
no, you can't do that.
Ah,
AJ must come and experience the farm life.
I'm too overprotective. I'm scared. I need to be there. Like he comes, we come with him to your house.
Yes, you come with him. You must let me go with him this weekend.
Nah. Not my AJ. Not my AJ, guys. I am such an overprotective mother. I want to be there with AJ. Like, I'm happy with AJ to stay here in our house with you for a month even. I'll be fine.
Why not at my house?
I don't want AJ traveling without me. God forbid if like AJ is traveling on the road and I'm there with him, because when he travels he's with me. If an accident happens, or if let's say God forbid, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I'm just giving a scenario. If I was seeing what an accident is gonna happen, I am jumping on top of AJ like this
And suffocating him.
No, not suffocating. I must die, AJ must live. When I'm in an accident, you're gonna be thinking about your life.
No.
You know human nature.
No.
That's how human nature is, Shalina, my life.
So if it's human nature, why would you jump on AJ?
When are you jump on me to save my life? You'd save my
Say
You're my mother, Taylor. That's how motherly instinct works.
Do you know how frightened I am of snakes? There was a time I dreamt a snake was biting you and I confronted the snake.
But that's what I'm saying. When a mother and a child are in danger, the mother would rather die protecting the child. Mother, if someone else, an aunt, uncle, a granny, whatever, are in danger and there's AJ, you are going to protect your life. I want to be in a
AJ
position
is
to
an
protect
extension of
AJ.
my family. He is just as much my child.
You don't
as
get
he
it.
is.
And it's not even a personal thing. I wish people could understand that when it comes to a mother trying to protect their child, it's not a personal thing. It's a me thing. One day, like when AJ is old enough and I know he can communicate and I feel like he's strong
Gogo
enough.
is beating me.
Yes, and he can tell me already. Gogo didn't give me food. Gogo's doing this. I'll let him go visit. But for now, AJ stays in this house. If Gogo wants to see AJ, Daddy and Mommy get in the car with AJ, they go to Gogo's house.
Guys,
How was your relationship with my husband?
wow. You know what? God has given me a son that I never thought I would have. You know, he's my go-to person. He's my human Google. Everything and anything I want to learn about, he's there with me. He supports me in business. Zem can actually visit my house without Didi. That's the relationship we have. We have such a wonderful relationship. Like I'm feeling so blessed. Amazingly, God is great. God is great. He knew exactly what he was doing. I think yes, if you want to know every pin, every bank pin, every computer pin, everything, ask Zem. Zem knows all my pin. So Zem knows my life more than she knows. Like he's a son, he's a good son. I love that child.
I love
He
that
was
too.
raised very well.
I'm
Very
my
respectful.
mother's only child, by the way. Literally, I'm the one and only. So she's only ever had a daughter. So I'm glad that she finally gets to experience the love of a son through Zem.
Zem is wonderful.
That is it from me, I think. Those are all the questions I wanted to ask. Is there anything that you would like to ask me in closing? We need to close off the video now.
How can I be a better mother to you? And how can I be the best grandmother to AJ and a best mother-in-law to Zem?
I think you are an exceptional, phenomenal grandmother to AJ. Like, AJ is loved. Like, he is loved, he is blessed, and you've supported me amazingly in raising him. Well, supported Zem and I in raising him. You're a great mother-in-law to Zem. I think he loves you dearly. In terms of being a better mother to me, I think accountability. I feel, and I'm sure a lot of people will relate, mothers don't know how to apologize. You've never, like, ever, and I'm not even attacking you. I think I've brought this up with you numerous times, but I don't know if you've taken it seriously. Mothers don't know how to say sorry. I don't think you've ever said sorry to me for anything. Like, obviously I'm not keeping grudges or anything, but whenever you've wronged me, you will see that. You will see my mood changing and me feeling sad, and then you'll start being nice. But you won't really say, I'm sorry.
I'm not
And
nice.
I don't know if it's a problem
I
that
am
mothers
not
have.
nice to you because I feel that you are sad. I am nice to you to bring back peace because I don't like us having tension.
But why can't you say the words, I am sorry? I don't think
Because
you
I'm never wrong. I'm never wrong.
You're toxic.
Ha!
Not you, but you not being able to say sorry is toxic.
I am never wrong though.
But you guys,
Okay, sorry my baby.
I'm bored. Can you please just learn to say sorry? If you see you did something that annoyed me or that hurt my feelings, just say, I hear where you're coming from and I'm sorry. It doesn't even take a lot. It's free. Can we agree in front of the public?
Just ask me to say sorry.
I'm
I don't see the need to say sorry.
not gonna ask you to say sorry to me. If I say
Just
I
go,
don't
Mama
like,
Shoki, say sorry to me. Like just be like a spoiled brat. and
No.
Say sorry to me.
no, I'm gonna say to you, I don't like ABC. You really hurt my feelings. Then when you can say, oh, I'm sorry. It like
Okay.
that was not my intention, but I'm genuinely sorry
Okay.
that I made you feel that way.
Okay. Stop being stubborn.
Anyways, no. Anyways, guys, that is it from me and my mom. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments section what you think or if you have any other questions.
Bye.
Bye. Don't forget to like, comment, and
And
subscribe.
share.
And what?
Share.
Yes, share this video.